everybody, this is Mark from Dice Monkey. Got quite a mess back here as I'm working on getting everything reorganized in my office, getting all of my miniatures reorganized. But I wanted to come to you today. I don't have my battle report for you yet. I'm still working on that. Battle reports are actually a lot more work than I thought they would be. So today we're going to talk about another wargaming topic, and that is Mordheim. I actually have a Mordheim campaign that is just getting started here in town. We've got, I don't know, like 20 people, I think, who are signed up for it. We're just doing a classic Mordheim campaign. There's no required opponents each week. We're just playing as we can play, and then gaining XP. So if you don't play often enough, you have way less XP. Your warband rating's way lower. So I'm really looking forward to it. So if you don't know what Mordheim is, it is also known as the City of the Damned. This was a war game that was released in 1999 by Games Workshop. It played onto the fears of Y2K. It took place in the year, well, the whole storyline starts in the year 1999 of the Empire calendar with a twin-tailed comet that's in the sky. Everybody's excited for it. And then at midnight on the year 2000, the comet smashes into the city of Mordheim and destroys it, and then it's all in ruins, and then you've got these warbands who are going in and picking up pieces of the stone that fell that they call Weird Stone. That's the Skaven's Warp Stone. So it's based on... Oh, I misspelled something there. It's based on Warhammer Fantasy Battles 5th edition, and then I think 6th edition ended up coming out with their own skirmish rules that basically were Mordheim rules for... anybody to play with any miniatures that they had from the Warhammer line. But this had specific warbands that you could play with. It was then further supported by Town Crier magazine that introduced all kinds of additional rules along the way, more warbands, more equipment, things like that. So, in this campaign that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be playing an undead army. So, I've never played the undead before. I've always been really interested in them, especially because the vampire is a beast. He's a big walking tank, but also he's the only one of the only characters who can actually get better and is actually super useful. So you kind of want to have all your other characters protecting him. So my warband has a vampire, it has a necromancer, it has 3 dregs who are basically the grave robbers for the warband. I've got 3 dire wolves and 5 zombies, and all of this will end up over time increasing as I play. So my vampire is Nikolai von Salzenmund. He's a vampire. He is armed with a buckler, sword, light armor, and he has a very mysterious background. I say that because I'm going to be doing a lot of lore for this warband. And all that lore is coming through from the perspective of the necromancer. Speaking of, Uzrakar, the reviver, he's my necromancer for my warband. He is armed with 2 daggers because I do not intend on getting him into combat. And then he's the POV character, so I'm working on a journal from his perspective, which I'll show you in a little bit. And he is my main character, despite the vampire being the most powerful. Then I've got 3 dregs. You can see 2 of the miniatures there. I'm all waiting for all these miniatures to actually show up. My friend's printing some, and then I've got some that I ordered from Etsy. So I've got 2 here, and then I've got 1 more here that's a model that's in need of a repaint. So I'm not showing them off yet. These are the dregs. They are armed with an assortment of clubs that represent their shovels, lanterns, and picks. I believe I'm going to be using an axe to represent the pick because the only pick in the game is exclusive to dwarves. So basically that'll be his axe. And then we've got the Hounds of the City and Fallen Citizens. These are my dire wolves and zombies. I'm using the Highlands miniatures minis for these. They're pretty cool. My friend's printing them off right now, and they're really, really cool miniatures. So I'm looking forward to showing those off once I've got them made. I've also got some custom bases coming in that are look like your general dirt landscape, but then they have crystals sticking out. and I think it's meant for like an icy landscape, but I'm going to be painting that like mud, and then the crystals will be pieces of weird stones. They're all going to be covered in weird stone bases, which should be cool. I mentioned Uzrakar's journal. I'm going to be keeping track of battle reports and advancement for my warband. I'm going to link the journal in the description down below, down in the doobly-doo. And it goes into, right now, it's basically got just the background of how Uzrakar, the vampire, and the dregs arrived in Mordheim. So that takes place over a few days. But like I said, there's going to be steadily more and more entries to that, so keep an eye on that. Then I've got broadsheets. So we are going to have bounties in our game where different warbands can issue bounties for other warbands. So I'm going to be making actual bounties printed off for everybody as the game goes along. And then I've also got these broadsheets, like I put out this broadsheet here. This will also be linked down below. And this is Uzrakar's welcoming people to come check out his show at the Garden of Moor in Cutthroat's Den outside of Mordheim, and there's some fun stuff in the at the bottom of there that hints at what's actually going on. So we're doing a lot of lore with this campaign, which I really like. And we also get XP for doing lore stuff. So even on the weeks where I can't necessarily attend, we can still get XP as though I've been playing in games, which should be a lot of fun. We're also going to be having the rules for settlements, all kinds of additional rules. One of my friends is in the middle of gathering a Beastman warband right now, and I'm going to be painting those up for him. And then my son has a Cult of the Possessed that he's going to be playing. I'm getting those printed off right now, and I'm going to be painting those up for him probably too, because he doesn't do much painting at all. So it's going to require a lot of painting, but it should be a really, really fun campaign. I don't know that I'll necessarily do battle reports, because usually games of Mordheim I found are pretty fast, and I'll probably be playing multiples in a night. But I'll definitely do some more overviews of how the Mordheim campaign is going on, and I hope you'll tune in for that. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.